Hey guys, happy Saturday from me in the quiet pack in South Florida. So I was at the shelter today, and something happened that reminded me that we needed to have a discussion if y'all are getting ready to adopt. Um, we had a little dog that was in the front office area yesterday when I was there, and we're holding her and we're petting her, and she's like the most amazing little baby in the world. Today when I went back to the shelter, she was actually in her kennel, and I went down the building because I like to give all the dogs bones. So I went down to give them a biscuit, and I went to her kennel, and I got excited because I recognized her, and went to get, she dove at the kennel gate at me, and I'm like, seriously? I was holding you yesterday, young lady. So I'm not going to force the issue. I pushed the bone underneath the kennel so she could have her bone, and I walked away. Guys, here's the thing. So what some people see as aggression when you go into a shelter, when you're walking down the kennels, it's not. It's called kennel reactivity. And what that is a dog has been in a kennel for long enough that that's the only space they have. It's the only thing that's theirs, and they need to protect it. So you're not seeing the true side of the dog. Go on the shelter's website and look at the dogs. Read their bios. Ask the shelter members about them. Then ask them to bring the dog out to a play yard. Give that dog a good 10 minutes to just run in the play yard and get the energy out. Some of these dogs have been in these kennels 30, 60, 90 days and haven't been out. So they're going to be super, super excited to be out and running and not super excited to see you. If you give them long enough to do their zoomies and get their running out, you're going to meet a different dog. You're going to see the true dog. Don't judge a dog by how they react in a kennel. When you see those dogs and they're up against the back of the kennel and you're trying to give them a treat and they won't come to you, usually what that is, two things. Either the dog has just recently come to the shelter and they're scared to death because the kennels and the shelters are so loud with all the dogs barking and they've never had to deal with that before. Or you're dealing with a dog that's been in the shelter for a length, probably 6-month stretch, and they've given up. They have resigned themselves to the fact that that's where they're going to live forever. They don't come to the kennel gates anymore. They don't get excited anymore because they know you're going to walk past them and you're not going to take them. So do the dogs and yourself a favor. Don't judge them by the way that they act in their kennels. Have them out in a play yard. Give them the time to run around. Then try to interact with the dog and see the dog that you're going to have. Keep in mind, when you get the dog home, you still haven't met the true dog. Once a dog finally realizes that it's home and it's safe and it's not going to be dumped again, you're going to see a personality blossom, and you're going to see the most loving, loyal companion you will ever have because they're so appreciative that you saved them. Remember, guys, adopt, don't shop.